Jesus, I didn't get a minute to
So you know what?
I said I'll be home at what did I say? 6:30.
Yeah.
31. I literally my foot is not even out of the car yet.
Okay. Well, you're almost home.
Jesus,
We'll walk in with Jesus. Well, it's
Johnny on the spot
don't
over here. All of a
listen. Don't
sudden,
be
this
bringing up
guy.
Jesus when you blew off your Jesus Day podcast. Okay.
Well, it's a day of worship and blessings.
Uh
What
huh.
is it? Positive thoughts and prayers.
Right. Yeah. He has risen to send his positive thoughts and prayers to you.
I mean,
I don't know how that all works. I'm 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 not exactly
you're
very
not
Jewish,
anything.
but I'm Jewish enough to not have to deal with the other side's nonsense. That's for
I
sure.
don't know about if you. Look, you're not Blake Jewish. That's for sure.
Right. Well, technically, I don't have we discussed this already. I am technically exactly Blake Jewish. We both have a Jewish mom. We're both half Jews.
Right,
As
right,
much as he defends the his people from the rafters and gets
right.
offended on behalf of all the Jews out there, I got to tell you, he's just as Jewish as I am. Uh,
Right, yeah, he does take it to the next level though.
like the next level's next level. What are you talking
Right,
about?
right. Like you would think he was a rabbi at this point,
I
right?
the the offended on behalf of uh,
Right.
nonsense that he does for Jewish people. Uh, see,
Rabbi Chadwick.
we're exactly the same amount of Jewish, but he's the offended on behalf of my people kind of Jew,
Right,
and
right.
I'm the embarrassed by my people half of the Jew. Everything these fucking people
Uh,
do embarrass the shit out of me these days. Oh, just fucking go chill out for a minute, you know? Jesus Christ.
it's so funny. Yeah. Oh man. So
Yeah. I heard you had a Easter day yesterday.
well, I mean, it wasn't that exciting. It was a long day.
You don't strike me as the fucking religious type to
I
be doing
not at all. Nobody said I was there for the food
right.
for Easter, not for the thoughts and prayers.
I'm here for the chocolate rabbits, not the fucking Jesus.
I'm here for the Easter egg hunt, just to get the
Okay, so like how we had divided the two types of Jews that me and
right.
Blake
Oh yeah,
are.
yes,
There's the
yes. I am.
you
Yes.
are you are the I'm here for the food type of Christianity, and not the I'm here to I'm here to read the good book and
Not one bit. Yeah,
confess
I'm
my
no. There.
sins,
Right. Right. Yes, I am not reading a good book. I am definitely.
unless
Uh.
that book's a menu.
Right. Yeah. No. I am. I
Then that's
am
a
that
good book.
guy.
That's the only good
Right.
book.
Right. No, I'm that guy. I'm here for the food, pal.
Right.
Right. That's it. So I will tell you, I'm getting my patio extended, and they came today to like set the groundwork for my patio extension, and I get a picture from my daughter. I hired this guy. There's a reason for this story. I hired this guy, local guy, Mexican guy in the neighborhood in the area here. He comes,
I
he
don't know
checks it out.
why no the ethnicity better come into play in this story.
Well,
Otherwise,
it comes into play because
I'm gonna
he
hammer
was
you.
he was. Let me tell you why. Because the guy three houses down was very specific that he hired a white guy. Oh, this white guy in the town here, local guy. This is a black guy who was telling me the story. Hey, I hired this white guy, and he's a local like redneck guy, and he charged me $3,000 for 12 by 12. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, you got fucking ripped off. So I ask on the local neighborhood thing, I need somebody to do this. A couple people mentioned this guy. I look at his page. He's got on the jeans, the belt buckle, the hat, the long sleeve shirt. And I'm like, this is the guy. Like, he's got his
What does
nice
that mean?
family.
What does that
He's like,
mean?
like the Mexicans dress with the hat, the cowboy hats, and like,
No, I don't know
this is
this.
my, oh, you don't know this? Oh, yeah, he's a Mexican cowboy. So I'm like, this is my guy.
In Georgia?
So, yeah. So he's got like the jeans, the belt buckle, the cowboy hat. He's got the long sleeve, like the long sleeve denim shirt on, tucked in. I'm like, this is cowboy boots. This is my guy. So I call him. He comes out here, gives me an estimate, and I said I want 20 by 16. So I'm thinking if my neighbor paid 3,000, this is going to be 5,000. Price it up. I knew I picked this guy for a reason. He said 2,800. I said that's my guy. That's my guy. I was like, let's get it done. He's like next week. So he's comes today. I'm not home. He tells me don't worry about it. He's gonna set it today. Tomorrow he'll lay the concrete. Today he was just digging it out and making it, level. So Lex was home and I said, hey, are they there? And she said, yeah. I said, send me a picture of what the outline looks like because I want to see. And Lex sends me a picture. Well, in the picture, the guy who's helping him is standing like kind of, you can see him in the picture. His back is to you. So she sends me the picture and she says, he's the guy who's helping, like the guy who owns the company is doing all the work. The guy who's helping is literally sitting in the patio chair, just watching him. Well, I look at the picture and I like look at it. I'm like, I gotta zoom in. This guy's entire ass crack is literally hanging out in the picture. His shirt like stops at his like above his underwear. It's like a short shirt. His pants are so low, it's literally just ass crack. And
Why
Lex
didn't
is
you?
like,
Why haven't you sent us this picture yet?
because I got it, it's just ass crack. So this just happened like a little bit ago because I was on the way home, and so I'm like, she's like, he was sitting in the chair with his ass crack. She's like literally hanging out. I'm like, oh god, I gotta sit in that chair. But I just walked back there to see, and my neighbor's, my country redneck white guy, doesn't look as good as mine by my guy, by Alejandro. He fucking nailed it, this guy, for half the price. So I'm just saying, I'm putting him over. If I'm hiring someone, it ain't a white guy. I'm telling you that right now. It's not happening.
I understand that. You just need to roll. If you need work done, just roll through the back
Home Depot
of a Home Depot parking lot and
right.
and just ask people if they know how to do whatever you need them to do. That's how you get it done. I don't know.
So he's going to do the concrete tomorrow, but it's nice, 20 by 16. I mean, when I tell my neighbor what I paid compared to him, I got to rub it in, of course. I can't let him know that, I got to let him know.
Yeah.
That.
Tell him your Mexican cowboy did it for half the
right.
price.
Alejandro came through.
Yeah.
So not Pete or whoever he got over there. But
you gonna tip them if they do a good job?
Yeah, I won't be here tomorrow though. So I said, can I cash app you? And he said yes.
Oh, okay.
But
so that gets out of handing them anything extra. There you go. Did you offer them like water or drinks during the day?
So I texted Lex. Well, they were only here because he texted me at like 3:00 and said they just got here. So
you understand
Lex
why I'm asking all this, right?
No, I do understand. But I texted Lex, and she was like, they got here at 3:00, and by 3:45, I said, hey, ask them, do they want a water or anything? She's like, they're leaving. I'm like, what? And she had just gotten home. So I was like, they did that so quick. It's done like quickly. They just dug it out and outlined it, but it only took them like 30 minutes.
Yeah, well, it's because they know what they're doing.
Yeah, that's why I hired him. I knew when he came here. I said, this is the guy. He's the guy.
Instead of feeling
like I knew it.
No,
I knew it.
I don't think you know why I asked you that though.
Because you were in the field of.
Yeah. Okay. I just.
Yeah, I knew.
Because it always bugs me when I'm at someone's house working all day and they're like, they're home. When they're not home, it doesn't matter. But when they're home and they're not all, like saying, hey, can we do you want some ice water or anything? That's just the epitome of rudeness. That's terrible. So yeah, you don't want people. You don't want the people doing work for you to be mad at you. You might get you might get like.
I would never. I always, and even it's funny. So, a couple times, like the mailman or like UPS guy, if I see them and it's hot sweat day, I like, hey, you want a drink? And yeah, like even when the guy came to do the, I told this story before. The guy came to do my internet. I gave him 2 pumpkin pies.
That's true.
I was like, hey man, it's like I'm a man of the people.
You're.
I do got to tell you a story that happened. A Doordash story.
God,
food related.
Here we go.
But it has nothing to do. It has first of all, it has to do with fucking let me just tell the
No, no,
story.
no. Let me say something first. First of all, DoorDash, you've already got me triggered because one of the things I was going to complain about is this pre-tipping shit. I have had
Yes.
nothing but fucking dude. I ordered Wingstop the other day. I guess it's just DoorDash or one of those types of places. I don't even,
Yeah.
but I don't pay attention because I don't order it through DoorDash. I order it through like the Wingstop fucking uh,
App or whatever.
website, and whoever
Right.
they use, that's who's coming. I don't even. I assume it's DoorDash, but
Yeah, you don't get to choose.
right. Well, yeah, but I don't remember who it was. But like this motherfucker parks in front of my building and then calls me like fucking 10 minutes later. I'm waiting for him to knock on my door. Calls me like 10 minutes later. I can't find you. Where are you? Blah blah blah. He's like walked across the street and down two buildings looking, and I'm like, dude, and I could see him from far away, and I'm making him come all the way back here, and I'm like, what am I tipping for here? I am now
Right, right.
standing out in the middle of the street of our apartment complex, barefoot, waving this guy down. It's hot outside. I didn't pre-tip for any of this, and then he comes over and he's like, oh, I couldn't find 3,000, and I literally point up and to my right, and there's a giant sign on the wall of our fucking apartment building that says 3,000, and it's fucking lit. There's a light
Right.
shining on it, and I'm like, you must have missed that. And then they try and like small talk you, and I'm so pissed off because I've tipped this guy money to do a job that I've had to now do half of. I've had to meet him
Right.
halfway on his job, and literally he's trying to talk to me, and I can't get the bag out of his hand fast enough to turn my back and walk upstairs. I'm so annoyed,
Right.
and I feel entitled to be rude to these people because I've already overtipped them for the shit job they've done.
Beforehand, no less.
And he's complaining like, "Oh, I can't
Bullshit.
find the bill." I'm like, every
Yeah.
person I've ordered from this fucking place at least 30 times in the last 2
Right.
years. Every person has found this building. If you have GPS on your phone, you and look,
Right.
and then
Right.
I watch him walk to his fucking car, and I'm like, you parked in front of my fucking building. I mean, just stop with
He
this
didn't look.
bullshit.
He didn't look. Well,
Fucking
so
retard.
I told you about the pizza one last time. The
Right.
lady who delivered the pizza next door. I actually got a good experience this time. This isn't even a bad one. The only bad thing is Taco Bell can suck a dick. So
But they're bringing the
we
taco back, the Mexican taco.
they are right, right.
So
Which
how
is
many dicks
huge.
do they really are they really sucking, or are
Well,
you
they're down to
or are you
one
going to
right now.
be
So
or are you going to be getting a taco? I mean a
here's the
pizza.
thing. Here's the thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's 9 o'clock at night, and it's one at Taco Bell, and I was like, oh, I'm kind of hungry, so we order Taco Bell DoorDash because they're open till midnight. So I do the DoorDash gimmick, and it says 15 to 25 minutes, something like that. No, not bad. Cool. 15 minutes go by, 20 minutes go by, 25 minutes, 30 minutes. The time keeps going up, and it says that your dasher is waiting for the order. So I go to shoot the dasher a message on the DoorDash app, but she messages me first. We're at the 45-minute mark now, and she says, hey, man, just want to let you know I'm here waiting. She goes, I'm going to send you a picture. And she sends it, and she's in the drive-through line waiting to pick it up, and the line is like 20 cars deep. And she's like, I have been here like at the 15-minute mark, and the line's not moving. She's like, people are getting out of their cars. They're complaining. A lady came outside from Taco Bell and was like, you get what you get. If your order's wrong, too bad. We ain't remaking it. I'm like, no, she didn't. She's like, yes. She literally came outside and said that to everybody. Like, just complete anarchy at the Taco Bell drive-through line.
And this is like, and she's a DoorDash, so she's getting burned. Like this whole hour is like,
Right. Because she ate up a whole hour. So I started feeling bad, and she's like, wrote me back, and she said, hey, I'm just letting you know I'm not going anywhere. Like, I'm going to wait for your food. Like, I've committed to it, and I'm not going to sell you out like that.
not that
I'm like,
not that
wow.
you're gonna get what you ordered though.
Right. Well, probably not. But anyway, I had given her a 20% tip, pre-tip, like you said, to start. But in this case, it worked out. She waited. So an hour and 15 minutes, and she finally comes, shows up at the house. So she gets out. It's a woman. Her husband's driving, and she's in the passenger seat. So she gets out. She gets to Taco Bell. I meet her outside, and I said, hey, what's your Cash App? And she's like, what? I said, what's your Cash App? And she's like, for what? I said, you waited an hour and 15 minutes for my Taco Bell, and you missed you missed orders. I'm sure you've missed business. I feel bad. Like, I'm going to throw you some extra money. And she's like, oh my God, you don't have to. I was like, no, I do. So she gave it to me. I gave her $10. And the original tip was like 8. So she got $18. So I gave her another 10 through the Cash App, and she doesn't have to show, Doordash that or whatever. It's all
Right.
through Cash App. So, she was like ecstatic, like could not believe that I would do that. And like thanking me, the guy's thanking me from the car. And she sent me a message on Cash App after thanking me again. And I was like, no, I mean, she fucking waited. Like, she deserved that $18, you know? I thought so.
Look at you. Telling a story that makes you look good. What a surprise.
Well, but at
What
least
a surprise.
I didn't bash the DoorDash. She did a good job.
No,
For every 10,
well,
we got one good one. So
that's the problem. It's that exception to the rule that makes us all look like assholes when we are trying to uh, you know, get legislation to undo pre-tipping or whatever the fuck we're trying to do here. I don't know, but
but like the pizza thing from last week. I mean, I had to walk over to get my pizza, and then she's yelling at me that I'm wrong, and I'm like, "You already got your tip. That's
bro,
such bullshit
bro,
because you
I
would not have gotten a tip."
not only is like the for me the building address is clearly lit. Not only do I include the fucking apartment
Right.
number, but in the notes, if there's notes to be like if they have a section, I always put first stairwell, second floor. I
Right.
like I go above and beyond to make this so that people aren't wandering around trying to figure it out, not know, not But man, for the amount of work I put in and the information I provide these people, 3 out of 4 times
Right.
the tip was totally overdone because these fucking people, they got me out fucking like I don't know where I am. Where are you? And then I gotta literally go hunt down a fucking DoorDash driver.
Yeah, it's not. And they know. You think they don't know? They already know. I got the tip. Fuck this guy. That's what he's thinking.
Well, that's what.
Fuck this
Yeah.
guy.
That's what I think. This last guy's like, hey, I can't find you. I'm not gonna
Right.
look really hard. I'm not gonna try. I can't find you. You're gonna have to
Right. He
find
already
me.
got the tip. At this point, he can leave the food anywhere. He doesn't give a
Right.
fuck.
Right.
He's gonna blame you anyway.
Yeah.
He's like, this fucking jabron gave me the wrong address. But I've been to your apartment, clearly labeled and marked. I've never had trouble finding it.
Right.
Like, it's very clear in your neighborhood.
Well, the
Streets are
GPS
clear. That
tells you right there, where to go.
right, because I usually use my GPS too, just because, like, if I come down there, just because, like, just to, always use anyway to make sure cops aren't out. I use it for Waze, but it leads me to your house. I never have a problem.
Right.
Imagine if you're a DoorDasher or an Uber driver, you got to know the roads a little bit. You got to do some studying. Like, you can't just go in there and wing it. Like, you got to know where you're going.
But you can.
Well, you can, I guess, if you have a GPS.
That's the point. Is now
Right.
like it's no longer like a young man's game or
Right,
like you got to
right.
know the neighborhood. Literally, you can move across the country and start door dashing that fucking night, and and literally be just as competent as the guy that lived there for the last 30 years. Now the
I
guy
guess you have to have common sense, maybe.
and even with
know.
with stuff like Waze, that'll tell you. Like you don't even have to like know the shortcuts. It's going to tell you the least trafficked way. I mean,
Right.
yeah, it's crazy.
Right. Yeah. Ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
You got to go through that.
It's insane.
Now, you're talking about Wingstop.
Uh huh.
There's a place in Atlanta, this area called $3 Cafe. There's one here where I live in McDonough. McDonough used to be where WWE had their developmental. Do you remember that?
No.
Developmental. What was it called? Deep South was based here in McDonough. That's where
Okay.
Deep South Wrestling was. Which
Well,
is
they've had
WWE.
like quote developmental. I mean,
Right. Well,
they've had like
this
8
was the
different
real
things.
one, though.
8 different things that
Right.
could, Ohio or there's been a gazillion.
Well, when they closed Ohio Valley, they came to McDonough to start Deep South. That's where MVP started. That was when he got signed. They sent him here.
right.
Most of the guys, Batista was here. All those guys were here. Cena. After
At
OVW,
Deep South?
they had.
Oh no, they were at OVW. I thought.
OVW. No, yeah, no, they were. But MVP was here. I know he was because we've had this conversation because he lived in McDonough. But that generation of wrestlers of MVP's time, they all lived here because this is where it was. It was in McDonough. So there's a
Wait,
place called $3.
have you talked to MVP since you moved to McDonough?
So when I was moving here, I had reached out to him because I knew he lived here.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right.
I just I knew he had lived
Did
here.
he pop that you were
Uh,
moving there?
yeah, and he like was just telling me some of the spots that he had gone to when he lived here, and $3 Cafe was one of them.
Right.
Now it's called $3 Cafe. Nothing there's $3.
I was gonna
But they
say
do
maybe
no,
back
there's
then
no.
everything was under $3, and now only the cheapest menu item is $3.
No, what they do now is they do like $3 drink specials. Like that's their gimmick.
Okay.
But it was cheap back in the day. Anyway, now it's not, but they do $3 drink specials. But the food is out of this world. So I went there today for lunch, and I never got the wings there. This is gonna sound crazy to you. I've only gotten two things there ever: the Cobb salad, which is out of this world because it's gigantic. It's the only salad where after you eat it, you feel like a fat fuck and that you're not even on a diet because it is just filled with shit. Like there's no way it's even healthy.
No, a
Uh,
Cobb salad's like the actual salad part's an afterthought. They give you like a chicken breast and bacon and fucking
oh, eggs
yeah,
and
it's
cheeses,
yeah,
three
yeah,
kinds
yeah,
of
yeah. It's
cheese.
crazy.
So, and they have a good Philly cheesesteak. But today I said, you know what? I never had the boneless wings here. I said, let me get boneless wings. Let me tell you something. The best boneless wings I've ever had. Garlic
Ever
parmesan
had.
and hot honey garlic mix. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. It was such a good lunch that I got back to work. I was so tired. I had to take a 15-minute nap ski in the car just to shake it off because I was like, whoo! I was like, I am like winded. I was winded. And I had incredibly bad heartburn after that. I still do right now, but nothing a little, an acid can't fix.
I swear, you must, uh, between lunch and shitting, you must really
Oh yeah.
just steal like 3 hours off the company dime every fucking day.
But in the store I was at
A
today,
good
to
three
be honest,
hours. A good three
the
hours.
store I was at today, to be honest,
Two and a
they don't
half,
got a good
maybe.
bathroom. They don't got a good bathroom. So every time I'm at this store, I've got to take the long fucking haul to Target. At the other end of the shopping plaza, it's a good haul, but I got to go because Target's bathrooms are always elite. Uh,
I did not know that.
oh, they are. They're always clean because they clean them like every hour on the dot, kind of gimmick. But I always walk to Target, and there's also a Starbucks in there, so I can kill two birds with one stone. And I always go look at the wrestling toys because I'm still totally a nerd like that. I always look at wrestling toys. Um, this Target has the best wrestling toys, which is crazy because they've got all of the AEW ones, like every series. They got some good shit there,
You know what's
and
funny? You know what's
45 Hurricane helms because no one buys him.
Oh shit! You know what's funny is I don't collect wrestling toys at all.
Right,
I don't buy any toys. But at least not for the last like 30 years. But
right,
on my TikTok, every time I'm scrolling through, I sometimes catch like toy collectors, and they're at like some fucking place. And there's one guy that loves going places, and the
right.
the like the shelving things, the aisle things that the toys are on. He goes to the bottom and lifts those panels up, and
Right.
looks, and there's always stuff people stashed there to buy later. And he always either buys them for himself or goes and puts them back on the rack to fuck those people.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know if they do that anymore.
Like how it's a middle, it's like a wall that all the things hang on, but at the
Right.
bottom's like a foot that sticks out. If you lift that panel up,
Right.
it's hollow under there. It's just the floor. So you should next
Right.
time you're at a toy store, or in a toy aisle, lift some of those up and see if people stash stuff under there.
Right. Oh, this motherfucker. This just happened again. This just happened while we're on the fucking phone. This is happening right now. This
What?
is happening.
What?
I ordered Chick-fil-A DoorDash, and I'm pretty sure she just delivered it to my neighbor's house.
Go yell at them.
This has just happened. I'm pretty sure this just happened.
What's going on that everyone's bringing it to your neighbor?
And she keeps telling me it's the wrong address. I'm looking on my DoorDash. It's not the wrong address.
Is it?
It's the right address.
Is it the same person?
Oh, it's a different lady. It's an old white lady this time.
Oh my god.
Yes. Lex just said that they just deliver it next door. I'm pretty sure that just happened. But my neighbor's pulling in her driveway. She's waiting because she's like, who is this person sitting outside my house? This just happened. This happened live on air.
Send your daughter to get the food.
Well, the neighbor, I'm going to see if it's mine. I don't, let me see. I got to let's look at the app. I cannot believe this. Yeah, order complete. Vicky, you're getting 1 fucking star, Vicky. Hold on, let me go. Let's see here. We're going live on air.
I like hearing that you're going to get another $10 credit from DoorDash right now.
Oh, this is ridiculous. And I don't want to walk through my neighbor's lawn, so I'm going around through the sidewalk.
Oh, that's a lot of extra steps.
You don't have an idea. It's not even close to my house. Like, our houses are so far. I cannot believe this just happened again. Oh, they're getting blasted. We're live tweeting too.
Oh shit!
This is insane. Where's the food? I don't even see it. Oh, there it is on the floor. All right, my neighbor just pulled in too. This is the best part. Hasn't gotten out of the car yet though. This is great. Oh my god. I'm gonna get shot one of these days.
I mean, I don't know. Your neighbor, it's the same neighbor every time. They should just know by now.
Yeah. They did it again. It's the second time in a row.
I like your neighbor's reaction.
The app says my address. I don't know why they keep bringing it here. They did it the other night with the pizza. Yeah. Oh yeah, Tony answered the door and he was like, he's looking at me, I'm looking at him, and the lady's standing there and she's like, it's not the right. I'm like, no, it clearly says my address. They don't go down. They just don't go. They just. This is the second time in a row. Thanks. It's for my daughter, so that would have been really bad if I know. Ridiculous. DoorDash is going to owe me like stock at this point. This is absurd.
And how much did you pre-tip for that?
20%.
Huh?
20%. 20%.
20% for you to have to then leave your house, go walk all the way over next door, and like, you know, you're like you said, these houses aren't on top of each other.
No, I'm still walking back now. We're live tweeting it. This is happening.
No,
right
we're
now.
not. This is boring. No more live
Doordash. Doordash. 2 times in a row.
This is fucking brutal.
This is not brutal. I'm just so glad it happened.
It is.
I'm glad it happened so that nobody thinks I'm lying. Like, now the public, the people know that I'm telling the truth, that I didn't make this up, that, you know, this really happened. It really happened. Yeah. I'm glad that happened. Here you go, Lex. Yeah. There's a mac and cheese in there. It's mine.
You fat piece of shit.
No, let me explain myself.
Oh.
You had to order a certain amount to get free delivery. I was short $4, so I ordered a mac and cheese. Dang.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So, anyway.
Anyway.
Yeah. Oh, man. All right, tweet has been sent.
All right, are you back with us? Are you ready to podcast?
I'm back. I'm a little angry about this. It's just, this is not how the Dash should be going.
Yeah, no. It's terrible every time.
Just like you and your wings.
Yeah, pretty much. Except I didn't tweet about them. Maybe I should.
Well, I mean, yeah, why wouldn't you?
Because now it's like 2 days later. Now I just...
Never too late. This is when you send it and you go, Lex just texted me and said, go ahead and add in that tweet, the food is cold. See? This is it. DoorDash. I would send a tweet 2 days later and say, that you've been emotionally distressed thinking about this for 2 days. It's affected your life. You had to call out of work.
Yeah.
I would have just given the business.
All right,
Yeah.
you compose me up a tweet later and send it to me, and I'll send it.
They throw you $10. $10.
Yeah, I know. I understand.
$10, my friend.
$10. $10. I
I
get
told
it.
you a couple weeks ago, I got the full refund, the whole full $68 or whatever it was back. So,
Oh.
yeah, no games here.
Oh.
Yeah. But that, did I tell you? I don't think I even told you about that one. That was a pickup order. I went to pick up the order. I get there, and the guy at Hooters goes, "It ain't here." What do you mean it's not here? He's like, "It's already been picked up." I said, "Nah, man. I did pickup. I don't work for Doordash. I did pickup because Doordash wasn't available at the moment. So I came and picked it up." And he's like, "Someone took it." I said, "Well, it wasn't me, and it's not somebody bringing it to my house. So where the fuck is my food?" He was like, "I don't know what to tell you." I was like, "No, no, no, no. You're not understanding. I've been charged for this. Not happening, pal." So he remakes my order, and then I tweet DoorDash and tell them what happened. They refund me my $68.
Right.
Boom, free meal.
Right. Because they don't need to know you got the food.
I don't need to know that I got it.
They don't need to
I
know.
told them that I went there. I got the business. I was told somebody else took it. Now
Nobody's
I'm
going to
sitting
know.
here with my
Nobody's
dick in
going
my
to know.
hand.
Nobody's going to know.
Nobody's gonna know.
Nobody's going to know.
I got a free meal out of it.
All right.
So anyway, all right. Now that we've buried every fucking delivery service known to man,
Right.
and Bertha, who dropped my food off over here, the wrong house. So I feel bad for her because she looks like she's a lady who just got off her her 9 to 5, and she's probably trying to hustle and make some extra money. And she was in a dress, like very old lady in a dress, like very motherly, like a Honda CRV. Like she's probably struggling, and she dropped it off at the wrong place.
Well, you came up with a whole narrative off of that, didn't you?
I'm probably spot on. So
Maybe.
now I will tell you, little school drama this morning. School drama.
Whatever.
So we had
whatever resolved from that other
nothing,
school drama.
Nothing happened. Nothing happened. They never brought up a contract about him. They never spoke about it again. I've seen the people involved. Nothing. So either they got scared or I don't know what happened.
But what about the cop?
He doesn't work there anymore.
Oh.
I don't know if he got let go, if he resigned. There's a female there now, so he's not even there anymore. So I'm like, maybe they thought about it all. Maybe he got sent to another school. I don't know. He ain't there no more.
Oh.
And they never brought it up. And the principal, I've seen him. I saw him at Publix. Nothing. Shook my hand. How you doing, Mr. Giannetti? Nothing. So I don't know if they thought about it. They're like, okay, this guy isn't one of us. He's not a Huckleberry. He's probably not going to go for this. Let's just forget it. Act like it never happened. So, I saw the coach at the banquet. Nothing. Not a thing. They're begging me for help, asking me to do stuff. Anyway, go to the school today, and the way the school line is, it's fucking long. You got to go through this whole line. You got to drop them off. You got to go through the other line, and it's a 20-minute fucking process. I got places to be. So the line was not moving. So I told the kids, just get out of the car here, just walk through the student parking lot and along the side and go into the school. So they get out of the car, they go. I make a U-turn at the student thing, so I don't even have to go into the school. I basically cheated the system. 2 minutes later, Lex texted me and was like, that the principal ran up to her and was like, "You tell your dad, I know who he is. You tell your dad he can't do that. He's got to go through the line." I'm like, who the fuck is he to tell? What rule did he make? There's no rules. Stop it.
I'd be dropping my kids off a block away, saying, "Here you go.
Right.
This is as far as the bus goes."
We were it's not in the school yet. You're on the outskirts of the school, but he saw and he threw this whole fit, and I'm like, she's like, "You got me in trouble." I was like, "Next time," I said, "you tell him he's got a problem. He can come to me. He doesn't come to you with it. I dropped you off. Somebody come to me. You don't need to go to you. You get her in trouble. Get the fuck out of here, stupid huckleberries." So now I'm assuming tomorrow when I drop him off, I'm just going to do the same thing, because why would I go through the line at this point? Now he's pissed me off. We're no longer going through the line. We're going to be cutting the line every day. So
I mean, do you have to give them a fingerprint in the line or something? What's the
no!
point? What's the point of the line?
He just doesn't like us cutting the. I guess because honest to God, I don't even know. I didn't cause any traffic. I didn't stop traffic. I didn't like make a crazy turn that could have affected people. I literally dropped him off and just turned at the little roundabout thing and made a U-turn and went on my merry way. Like no one was affected by this. So what his problem was, maybe it is his beef with me that he didn't get his way with the other stuff, so he's got to find something to come after me. But listen, it's not working, pal, because now he doesn't realize that now I'm going to be dropping kids off wherever I feel. He's gonna have to come approach me at this point. So didn't work well for him the first time.
Yeah,
so we'll
I'm curious what the explanation is going to be. Like
I couldn't even imagine because I didn't affect anybody. It's not like I caused the scene or something. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe because I made my kids walk through kind of like the parking lot and some traffic. But I mean, they're fucking grown ups. So
what if they were walking to school?
So it's funny because Lex said, "What if I was walking to school?" And I said, "Next time he tells you that, I said, don't even bat an eye and go, I walked here. And if he says, I saw your dad drop you off, you say, no, you didn't. Just keep going. Just tell him that. Just tell him you walked to school. What does he need to know?
Right.
Because kids walk to school every day. What would that even matter?
Yeah, kids walk and ride their bikes to school, and
right.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens tomorrow. But I'm no longer playing by his rules because now he's pissed me off.
Right.
But motherfucker. So yeah. Anyway, that's all. I got nothing else today.
You're useless, man.
Nothing. I got nothing.
Yeah, we're gonna have to come strong next time. Let's do some wrestling stories next time. All right.
Yeah, we can tell some wrestling stories.
That's fine. This is way to come
back. I did watch Raw, by the way.
Yeah.
For like 10 minutes, and then I had enough of it because it's absolutely the worst show in history.
I was like, I heard from, I guess it was you or something. You're watching it live. I'm like, I can't fucking do that. I honestly made a ham and cheese sandwich for dinner, and I sat on the couch and I turned on the TV and I literally watched it in the time I was eating the sandwich, and then I shut it off. But I will say the women's Cody is over. He's over. Whatever. That's all I watch. That's all I watch. I record the whole thing, then I watch it, and I watch for the Cody segment, and then I zip through hoping anything else entertains me.
So Cody was good.
The Kevin Owens thing, the lie detector test thing.
But I will say Cody is good because Rollins is great.
Calm down. This is you. You're bringing your fucking whatever to
Rollins
this. You're bringing your baggage
to
this.
He is the heel that everyone needed in this situation.
All right, whatever.
Now, the women's match, atrocious. I don't know if you saw it, but they totally botched the tag move.
No, I zipped through that. I'm not watching.
They were doing some like Rhea Ripley holding up one of the girls
I knew
on her
that,
shoulders, and
I zipped to the end because I know that the end was that one turn on the other, and that was it.
He was supposed to bulldog her off the top rope, but they fell before she could. She literally airballed the bulldog, totally missed everything because they were already falling, and she just hit the mat after they hit the mat. It was the weirdest thing. Anyway,
I actually
Kevin Owens segment,
I actually caught that part. The fucked up thing about that women's tag team is that apparently whoever is running their socials is not aware of what's going on. Every lesbian on the planet that watches wrestling is infatuated with that tag team, and they could be just they're gonna lose viewers, and they're not gonna be able to sell merchandise to these people now. They just broke up the one thing they're interested in.
So stupid.
I'm flipping through TikTok every now and then. It's another woman that's simping over these two.
And they, instead of capitalizing on it, they drop the ball.
Right, they break them up as soon as fucking
because
possible.
They don't even know. They're so out of touch with the fans. They have no fucking clue.
Yeah,
no clue.
Yeah,
no clue. But then I did the Kevin Owens segment. The Kevin Owens.
It's hilarious. It's hilarious.
Ezekiel, Elias, and Gable was
that this guy's this guy is pretending to not be him. He's pretending to be his older brother, and he passed he passed the lie detector test on it.
Yeah. The funny part is that they write the shittiest storylines for the last couple of years. Whoever was in charge of this one and wrote this one fucking nailed it. They fucking
probably
nailed
Owens is given a little more latitude, and they come to him with an idea and he jumps in and says, no, we're not doing that, we're doing this. And you could see that he's talking like him,
Right.
not like that, not like they want him to talk. So
Right. Agree. It's not
trust me.
scripted.
Yeah. The
Right.
other
And
funny thing was the wedding, the double
that
wedding
was funny too.
was
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah. That
funny.
was funny. When they switched, when they were switching like sides, that was funny. That was funny.
They
Yeah.
tease a little
The lesbian,
HLA.
the gay,
Yeah,
yeah,
they
yeah,
tease the girls kissing,
yeah.
little hot lesbian
Right.
action, and then they go back, and then you know,
But did you see when that happened? Reginald went to go kiss to Zara, to whatever his name is,
yeah.
and he was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa!" Yeah, yeah. Zawa, yeah. That segment was funny, and our truth is funny, but the rest of it is just so like I don't understand how you have Sasha Banks, who like you put her in a tag, like they're missing. I feel like they're dropping the ball with her, like they have for like a couple of years
Mistake
now.
number one is you're putting her in a tag team. Mistake number
Right,
two is you're making her a babyface. Like,
right, right.
yeah.
Like, come on, it's so easy, but
Also,
yeah,
the Sonya Deville thing's a little uncomfortable because she has now harassed two women, given two women a hard time, given two women like she's using her authority over them and her position above them
right,
against them, and they just she happens to be white and they both happen to be people of color. So
right.
I get this. I get this uncomfortable racial fucking thing going on there, which I know they're not doing, like, obviously in
Right. But it comes
2022.
off that
But
way.
you can't have her only pick on brown people.
Right,
You know, it's gonna
right.
fucking, when the only two people she's fucking giving a hard time to in the workplace are brown people, it's gonna have the stink of it. That is what it is.
Yeah, that segment was, and she doesn't know the crowd is giving her shit, and I
She
feel like she doesn't know how to react to it.
she sort of muffed her lines a couple of times too.
Right, and she doesn't know when they start doing what, and start giving her shit. She has no clue how to handle that. Like our truth last night. I don't know if you caught it when they were doing what. He's like, don't want me. Like
Yeah.
he played to the what, right? Like
Well, you
and
do
everybody popped.
you do it one of two ways. Either you lean into it and let them what you, and
Right,
you do your
right,
cadence.
right.
You change your
Yeah.
cadence a little to make room for those, or you change
Or
your
you
cadence
give
so they can't.
Yeah. Right. It's almost like, have you never watched wrestling? Because like anybody who's ever watched WWE in the Attitude Era knows that yeah, you either change your cadence or you fuck them up so they can't do it. But our truth going, don't what me. Everybody laughed in the building.
Right.
Like it was unexpected, and
But
he just did that off the cuff.
they threw Ronda off doing what's once too. So
They did. She had no clue what to say.
yeah.
Right. Right. So, but our truth is great. But yeah, the Owens and Ezekiel and even Gable was funny. Like,
Well,
you know,
Gable's a natural. He's again,
he is.
he is exactly like Cody in that every chicken shit thing they've given him, he's turned into chicken salad.
Makes it gold.
Every
Right,
single one, whether it's
right.
calling him Shorty G or
Yeah.
the Gable Academy or whatever it's called,
Yeah.
all of this stuff, man. He's just
Right.
really good. So
Yeah. And he just like, even like, he's like, Owens is like, he's got a 2.0. He's like 4.0. And then he's like, I paid you 150 Canadian dollars. He's like, that's true. That's a lot of money. Like, it was funny. It was
right, and
funny.
those are just those are just like those weren't
Right.
like okay, and then you're gonna say that it's
It just happened.
right,
Right. Like, it was funny. And it was funny. It was real. It felt real. Yeah, totally different. But
It's still real to me.
the rest of it, I stopped watching. I
Yeah,
I couldn't watch it.
well, it's bookend. They're very smart in that they know that one of the
Right.
hottest angles and most over guys is Cody right now. So brilliant.
Right.
You have him in the first segment, and he's in the main event. So
Right.
stick around. Cody's coming back. Cody and Seth.
Right.
They're probably two of their best guys
Yeah,
right now. So
true. Yeah, and I love Bianca Belair. The rest of the women and
she's
the way they're booked. It's the way they're booked. It's
she's
so bad.
she's a good worker. She's not a good talker. So
No, she's not. No, but she looks good. She's a good worker. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. We could talk more wrestling next week because AEW this week. There's a big debut that I'm pumped for tomorrow night. Hook, baby. Hook is debuting on Dynamite. Huge Hook fan. I know you don't like him.
I never said I didn't like him. Where'd that come
Yeah,
from?
but you're one of those. You're one of those
I
guys.
don't know what you're talking about.
I know what you know what I'm talking about.
I have no idea what you're talking about. You're just trying to
You're a
make.
hook.
You're trying to make.
You're a hook hater.
I'm not. You just
I
you
think
just
you
want
are.
to you just want to give a false equivalence to the all this Cody bullshit you keep throwing my way. So
Cody. Cody Schmody. I'm gonna go make a ham sandwich for dinner.
you are a ham sandwich.
And eat my mac and cheese.
Ham and egger over here.
I've been called that before.
Yep. All right. Well, I'm done with
All
this.
right.
This podcast was a disaster.
Total disaster.
No more days off because you don't come back stronger. You need the reps. So
Oh God. Goodbye.
bye.